What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Well, we are here for the finale of Chase. Golly, Selling Tampa. Golly, season 1, episode 8. So we start this episode off, child, with Sherelle taking Alexis on the Black History tour of Tampa, right? She is showing her the area of Tampa that used to be like the Harlem of the South, she said it was called, where it was a lot of black businesses. And she said, this is what makes me hustle. When I start feeling like, I need a little pick me up, I need a little boom, a little push. This is where I come to. She said, Alexis, I've really been trying with you, girl. I've really been trying, but I heard about what happened with Tennille's client, and that is just unacceptable. Like, and then, I heard that when people have tried to talk to you, then you're making excuses. And she was like, well, I'm not making excuses. Like, I'm trying really hard. Like, I'm trying really, really hard. And, Alexis was like, listen, Sherelle was like, listen, girl, I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you, but it's just not good enough. Like, I have to let you go. If you get yourself together, I think you really need to focus on what you have going on at home. If you get yourself together and you find yourself in a better place, then come back, girl. We could talk about it, but as of right now, I'm gonna have to let you go. It's a no for me, dog. So while that's going on, the ladies are down at the office. They're getting ready for their normal meeting, and they're talking about whether Sherelle is going to be there. About when the baby comes, and she gonna want to be traveling back and forth with the baby, and all of that. And they were like, and if she's out of the office, we're gonna be stuck with Cruella DeVille, because y'all know even after everything they done been through, child, they still ain't really feeling Joanna like that. Okay, so at that moment, it's funny because then Joanna comes out, and she was actually in Sherelle's office. So they were like, you were in Sherelle's office? And she was like, yeah, because I was taking care of some business, and it was just easier for me to be in her office because there were some things that I had to take care of, and the paperwork and stuff was in there. Listen, here's what y'all need to figure out. Joanna is not doing anything without Sherelle's permission. Sherelle has been keeping Joanna with her this whole season. That has been her right hand this whole season. Even when she was on these projects, who was with her? When y'all went down to Miami, while y'all was out partying and down by the pool, lusted after Cho, Joanna was with her showing that $10 million house to them clients. Like, that has been her right hand man the whole time. So y'all ain't no need y'all getting mad. And the biggest person that's salty is Miss Colony, because Colony, y'all remember Colony was the first. She been with Allure from the beginning, and I think she wants Joanna's position. And so it comes off very jealous. Like, it's really not a good look. It's really not a good look. It comes off very catty. But Joanna says, listen, we're going to plan a baby shower for Sherelle sooner rather than later, because she is going to be busy. She is going to be going back and forth between here and Miami. And so we need to go ahead and get it in now. Get it in before get it in where we fit in. AKA, we need to go ahead and do this baby shower while we still filming this show, because it ain't no reason in the world to do a baby shower this damn early. Come on, let's just be real. There's no reason to get a baby shower in this early. So anyway, so then we see Colony and Sherelle. They meet up. They're going to look at a house. The house isn't totally finished yet, but they're able to see what the house is going to be based on, like, the specs and I think they had like the simulated what it's going to look like with the staging and everything. And it's nice. It's a nice house. It's got a movie theater on the second floor. It's got one of them big ass kitchens, and it's really nice. It looks really, really nice. The bathroom is just beautiful. It's got a wine area. It's nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. It's her and Colony, like I said. So, when they got done looking at the house, Colony pulls Sherelle aside, and Colony lets Sherelle know, listen, hey, now that you're going to be busy, having a baby and everything, I want to let you know that I'm here for you and that I want to step up. And, I was a little disappointed because I felt like you were kind of giving Joanna a whole lot of duties that, I feel like I thought I would be the person that would be on your mind for those positions, to do that work. I thought I would be somebody because, I've been there from the beginning. I've shown you my loyalty, aka throwing my best friend under the bus, right? And Sherelle was like, listen, and I don't think Colony was hearing what Sherelle was saying. Sherelle was like, Joanna ended up with a lot of those duties because Joanna took the initiative. Joanna ended up doing a lot of things for me because she took the initiative to do them. I don't think Colony was understanding what Sherelle was saying because Colony was like, well, I mean, I can do that. I can take initiative. I mean, I just want you to consider. I just want you to hear it. But what you're not understanding is take initiative means do without being asked. So Joanna saw where things needed to be done and she did them. She didn't have to be asked to do them. She didn't have to be told that it needs to be done. She knew how to jump in and get it done. And so I still didn't feel like she got it because she was like, well, I mean, I just want to let you know that I'm open to it and that I'm open to that and I'm available to it or whatever. I still think it went over her head. So then we see Carla and Alexis meeting up, and Alexis let Carla know that she had gotten fired. And of course, Carla was like, girl, what? You got what? You got fired? And she was like, yeah, and she was telling her how hurt she was and how she felt like she didn't get a fair shake from Sherelle, and she felt sort of blindsided about the whole thing because she thought she had really been trying. Now with Carla, Carla was listening, baby, but I know in the back of Carla's mind, Carla was like, oh shoot, maybe let me make sure that I'm not next on the chopping block. Like, oh shit, okay. So next thing you know, we're having our meeting at our staff meeting down to the Allure, and Sherelle let it be known that she had to let Alexis go, and of course everybody was sort of shocked. I think they were shocked but not shocked. And I only think they were shocked because according to Tennille, she'd have fired her a year ago. She felt like Sherelle should have been fired her. And then Sherelle even said, well, I told her if she gets everything together in maybe 7 or 8 months, then, maybe the door will be open. Tennille was like, I think she just being nice. That door ain't open. That door closed. That's Sherelle trying to tell herself, that she being nice about it. But if it was me, I'd have fired her a long time ago. So then Sherelle also let it be known that, over the next couple of months, dealing with her pregnancy, things are going to be looking a little different, and she's going to be in and out the office a lot. And while she's gone, Joanna is her next in charge. Joanna is the go-to. If there's a problem, if there's a concern, it has to go through Joanna. She said, and understand, if something is being said, if a directive is being given, please know that she speaks for me. So if it's coming from Joanna, it's coming from me. And I was like, I don't understand what the confusion was to begin with, because even earlier in the episode when Joanna was in Sherelle's office, you think Joanna's in Sherelle's office without Sherelle's permission? Without Sherelle knowing? Listen, I worked in a situation like this before. It was a small nonprofit that I worked for about 12 years ago now. And my boss, who was the owner and ran the nonprofit, her assistant, secretary, whatever word you want to, she was her right hand man, right? And when she wasn't in the office, if that's who ran our staff meetings, if a directive was given and it came from her, we just automatically knew that if it was coming from her, please know it was coming from the boss. And I don't understand what the question mark was. I don't understand what the confusion was, right? But okay. So, Colony is in her feelings, and she was like, well, I mean, that's surprising to me. That was unexpected. And Sherelle was like, well, I tell you what, Colony, if you want to have a further conversation, we can talk. You can get on my calendar and we can have a conversation. But I'm like, Colony, again, you didn't hear what she said to you. And I know you didn't think that whatever trust she had built in Joanna, whatever confidences, whatever that she had with Joanna was going to change overnight and transfer to you. Like, you might be able to work your way up into that position, but you're not going to replace her. Not overnight. Like, it's not going to happen that quickly. Baby, but Joanna tried her at the end. Joanna going to turn to she going to turn to Colony and say, would you like for me to put you on Sherelle's calendar? I said, oh, she tried her. Oh, she tried her. Now, on one hand, legit, if you want to get put on the calendar, that's how you gotta go. But she was fun. She was being funny. She tried her. So anyway, next thing you know, the ladies have the surprise. The ladies have the surprise baby shower for Sherelle, and of course she's surprised, and it's all great, whatever. And Colony, talks to Sherelle, and she again tries to have the conversation with Sherelle about how she felt about her making the announcement about Joanna. She was like, well, a heads up would have been nice. Like, I thought me and you had talked, and Sherelle was like, girl, listen, I am grateful to you. I'm grateful to your loyalty. I'm grateful for everything you've done at the Lord. But at the end of the day, like I said, Joanna is the person that I trust. Joanna has been, the one who's been there. And Colony was like, yeah, but Joanna be doing too much. Like, she real condescending. She really be trying me. And, I really don't appreciate it. And Sherelle was like, well, girl, maybe she don't realize she doing that. Joanna was like, she absolutely knows she's doing it. Like, it's not a mistake, okay? But Colony is definitely in her feelings about the whole situation, right? The other thing they discussed was the fact that Alexis didn't come to the baby shower. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell made you think Alexis was coming to the baby shower? You literally just fired her. Girl, I'm not coming. Like, that don't even make no sense. Like, no disrespect. You got to give people time. Like, ain't nobody coming to your baby shower. You just fired them. Girl, what? Now, Rena and Ann are having a conversation about maybe this is it. Maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time for us to strike while the iron is hot. While Sherelle is vulnerable and, kind of vulnerable right now because she had that baby and she going to be off the grid for the next couple of months. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. So they sort of trying to make sure, they planning it, okay? Next thing you know, we have the birthday party for Colony. And her birthday party was a white bikini party. Now, I was like, that let you know what kind of friends you have right there. Because, like, I could see if it was a pool party and you want everybody to wear white. But a white bikini party, I guess all your friends just got bodies that they either, I'm going to say just they feel comfortable wearing a bikini, okay? Because bikinis ain't just for skinny bitches. But you still got to have a level of, be at a certain level to be cool with the bikini on, okay? But I ain't mad at you, girl. You 30, do you? It looked like it was it really didn't look like a fun party. I'm gonna be honest with you. You done spent I don't know how much money to rent this mansion, and it was beautifully decorated and all that good stuff, but it looked like it was 20 people there. Now, maybe because of the Rona, you had to limit your numbers. Maybe because of filming. I don't know. But I was like, girl, I mean, if you take out the people on the show, you might add like maybe about 5 guys, and that was the party it looked like. But anyway, child, it is what it is. The ladies are there and everybody shows up, and they were wondering if Alexis was going to show up. Now, Alexis had met up with Colony and Ann and them, and Alexis let it be known how she felt. Like, she sort of reiterated what she had said before. Like, she felt blindsided. She felt like Sherelle didn't give her a chance, and Sherelle didn't really have her back, and she was really hurt by the fact that Sherelle had fired her. And so Colony gonna pull Sherelle aside to tell Sherelle how Alexis felt, and that she felt how Alexis felt or whatever. And Sherelle was like, well, that's disappointing because I felt like I was there for her. I felt like I had her back. Like, I don't feel like I threw her under the bus. I don't feel like I threw her to the wolves. I feel like I did all I could do for her. And don't worry, I won't say anything about this conversation. But when I talk to her, I hope we can talk about this, because I don't want her feeling like that, because that wasn't it. Now, the one thing that I thought was cute about the party was that Joanna had a drink menu, and all the drinks were named after the ladies from the agency. So I thought that was cute. Um, Sherelle gave Joanna a gift. Ann pulled her aside and gave her a nice gift. Again, they're friends for real. But I still didn't appreciate, her pulling you aside and throwing you under the bus like that. But okay, I'm over. I'm gonna let it go. Child, let it go. Well, by the time, later on that night, guess who shows up? Looky, Alexis. So, of course, everybody is like, ooh, Alexis here, girl. Alexis here. And no sooner did Alexis roll up, here goes Sherelle. Well, I'm glad you're here, because I just, I'm not a fake person, and I just feel like I got some things I need to address. I mean, I know I said I wasn't going to say nothing, Colony, but girl, I got to say something. I said, y'all all just like throwing each other under the bus, huh? Because first of all, you ain't have to do it then, and you ain't have to do it that way, but she told her, listen, I heard that you felt some kind of way about me firing you, that you felt like I threw you, that I wasn't there for you, and you felt like I didn't, that I just kind of gave up on you and didn't support you like I should have. And Alexis was like, yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I feel like you wasn't there for me. I feel like you didn't have my back. Sherelle was like, girl, listen, that's just not fair for you to say that, because I feel like I gave you chance after chance after chance, and I feel like I was there for you. And Alexis, she said, you say you're going through something, or you dealing with something. Like, everybody here, we've been through stuff. Like, we're a family. Like, you can let us know what's going on, and we can help you. And Alexis was like, well, this is my place of business. I don't bring my personal life into my business until you want to use it as an excuse. Because you didn't have no problem using your personal life as a reason why you fucked up that showing and told that man $6,000 worth of taxes on a $10 million house. You ain't have no problem using your private life as your excuse then. But Alexis was like, I don't feel like I'm family. I don't feel like, that you were there for me, and you had, you took me into consideration, and, that's just kind of how I feel about it. And I mean, at that point, it really ain't a whole lot more to say. Like, Alexis, you see it the way you see it. The rest of the ladies see it the way they see it. There's really not a whole lot more to it. But again, suffice to say, Alexis, nobody really was with you on this one, because, girl, you was doing a lot. I don't know. Anyway, that's what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.